Good afternoon, everybody on the internet. It's Sakai again, and I'm continuing on my path to do this whole electrician thing. Today, I am headed down to DigiPen to take care of some last bits with regards to making sure that my transcript actually gets over to the right people. And so it's just going to be a little bit of a walk. So I figured I'd talk to you guys at least for a portion of it while I get down there. Last time I talked a little bit about why I wanted to do this electrician thing. So I figured I'd dig into a little bit of, why the vlog in particular. I mean, the first one is the obvious answer of accountability. Basically says when I post and I say I'm going to do a thing, then, a bunch of people know, and so I have to be accountable to them, and I have to explain it to them if I don't do it, right? But, I don't have to, but I kind of want to. It's an honor thing, or maybe you don't, I don't know. Anyway, that said, the other reason is when I went through high school, the trade works, like tradesman jobs, being a plumber, being a lumberjack, or doing electrician work, all that stuff was kind of demonized. At least, it always came across as a thing that the teachers were like, why would you ever want to do that? Don't do that. Go into one of the more intellectual pursuits. That's much better for you. And, I can understand the sentiment. From the boomers' age, it was a thing of where the ability to get a college degree was this huge privilege. And it still is. Don't get me wrong. But, that said, it puts you into a lot of debt. And it doesn't really guarantee you forward motion. You can get into certain opportunities, but at least currently, the competition is so big, so crazy, that usually it's kind of a lucky thing if you get selected. Now, that might just be my experience, and granted, I didn't even get my degree, so I can't say much. I just have all of the debt that comes with trying to get one. Worst position, right? But anyway, I knew a lot of students who, after getting their degree, didn't really get to go anywhere. Ended up following me, I ended up running into them a lot on the testing floor, or in retail, or, you name it, just those transitional jobs. And, you just weren't getting the jobs. Now, I know there are a bunch of different theories. I have a few theories with regards to that, but the fact of the matter is, that approach wasn't working for them, and for what it's worth, it wasn't working for me. So, I thought, what is a good approach? What's a good way to get started on doing what you want to do, right? How do you do that? And the thought that came to my mind was, you gotta find something that you can do on the side that keeps you going. And while you're doing that thing that keeps you going, you use the excess capital you get from it, and I expressly note the phrase excess capital. It's important. It's not just enough to support yourself, but enough that you're living comfortably, so you can cut some of the frivolities to save up for other things. And use that excess stuff to push forward on the things you want to do and take those risks. At least that's my theory. And the thing is, with this particular thing, this electrician deal, because during the process of learning how to do it, I will be employed. It means that, and employed for, frankly, an amount that will support me decently comfortably, thanks to the situation I live in. I'll explain that at another time. I could use that as a springboard to do the things that I feel extremely passionate about. Now, let's get one thing straight. I am actually very interested in this whole electrician thing. I think it'll be a really cool adventure, and it'll be very interesting. But it is a means to an end. And I think I'm going to have fun with it. I mean, I'm going to try and have fun with it, as this is really cool. I get to learn how all the light fixtures work. I get to learn how the wiring is laid out. I get to be the guy that people can, well, eventually, I get to be the guy that people can look at and be like, why doesn't this work? And then tell them, you know, give them an answer, at least to the best of my knowledge. Anyway, all that said, that's about it for today, I think. I hit my 5-minute mark. That's my rule of thumb going forward. I'm going to try and hit 5 minutes each day, just to get used to this whole posting regularly thing. It's training for a different thing that I want to pursue, but we'll see how well that turns out as well. Anyways, ciao for now.